Welcome guys to Elidemic Digital Marketing video. In today's video, I'll be talking about mini importation and what you need to know about mini importation. Number one thing you need to know about mini importation is that you must be consistent in importing your goods. Now, you must know everything and be consistent in the business. Yes, when it comes to mini importation, it is important that you align yourself to be able to import your goods according to what you have learned. Now, mini importation is simply the act of importing goods from China, from other countries to Nigeria at a very cheaper rate and then selling it here in Nigeria. Now, this will be an introductory videos. Now, I remember I've posted some videos about how you can import and so forth. But today I'll just be doing a video telling you some of the basic things you need to know about importation. Now, some of my video I only showed you the website where you can import from and then imported or paid for a particular good that I wanted to ship down here to Nigeria. But I don't know where you're watching from, but you can actually do this in any African country. So it's important for you to know that you can actually do this in any African country. So I'm in Nigeria. I'm a Nigerian, sorry. And so therefore, I will be speaking based on the fact that this is the country I can import my goods to. And I don't know about other African countries like Ghana, but I know that some of these shipping companies can actually do that to Ghana. And you may have your own shipping companies there in Ghana where you can use in Kenya, Zimbabwe, and so forth. Now, one thing you need to know about mini importation is that you are basically buying a good at a very cheaper rate and then bringing it down here in Nigeria. But the first time I learned about mini importation and I was shown the site where you can actually import these goods, I was marveled, guys. Then yuan was like 52 naira. One yuan to naira was 52 naira. But guys, now presently, at the time I'm making this video, 1 yuan is up to 240 naira presently. That is based on the fact that Nigeria is undergoing what I call inflation, and the price of things are skyrocketing every day. So I don't know about your country, but in my own country presently, 1 yuan is equals to 240 naira. So then it was like 52, 53 naira. So it was not stable. So a week you hear 52 naira, another week you hear 53 naira. Sometimes it will even come down to 51 naira. But you see, it was very cheap. Even compared to now, yes, you still get it at a cheaper rate since there's you need to add your own money and so forth. So guys, then I was marveled. I was like, what? You will go to here, you will go to this website, you will see the things, the product, everything very cheap. I was like, is this true? But yes, guys, it's actually true. But one of the things that I did not know that I want to share with you in this video is that because the products they are cheap doesn't mean you have to import anything there. Yes, that's the first thing I want you to think. I want it to sink in your mind. That doesn't mean that you will be importing. You just see this shoe you import because it's very cheap. No. One thing I fail to do is market survey. You need to do your market survey. You need to find out the price of the goods here in Nigeria. Even if the price is very high and then you see it there in China very cheap, you need to tell yourself, will I be able to sell this product? This is some of the questions you need to ask yourself. What business am I going into? So the first thing I will advise you to do is to carve out your niche. Carve out your niche. what you can actually do very well. What you can what actually do very well. So it's important to carve out your niche. When you carve out your niche, you will be able to know what to import and what not to import. So if you are importing a product, make sure that it's something you can actually sell. So we pause this video and I will bring a waist trainer I imported and it's still available till now. So guys, they just took light and I had to post this video now. And so guys, you can actually see it. This is the first waist trainer I imported. And guess guys, I bought this trainer, was it 500 per one there, and everything both with the shipping cost was just like 800 and 900. And I bought up to like 30 pieces. And since from 2023, I still have it till now. But the good news is that I sold one last week. And guess how much I sold it? Because of the lady was pleading, I sold it for 9,000 naira. 9,000 naira. Imagine a product I bought for 800 at most, with the shipping fee, everything, with the landing cost. That was my landing cost per one. Now, number two is that before you import a product, make sure you know the weight of the product, know the kg. Remember that, okay, let me not just talk about weight and kg. Let me talk about, make sure that if you are importing in a high volume, high quantity, I will advise you to use sea shipping. Yes, use sea shipping. It will save you the cost of what? And the cost of shipping. Because if you are buying, and truly if you want to go into many importation for making profit, please use sea shipping. It's very important. I did a calculation one time of a good I wanted to buy. If I was to use air shipping, it will cost me 375,000. Imagine. But if I am to use sea shipping, it will cost me, was it 39 or 49,000 naira? Guys, look at the huge difference. Yes, I know that if I sell that product, I will have my profit. But imagine how much I will have to pay for just shipping. 375,000 or so. But now I'm paying 49,000. The difference is this. Some will be asking, okay, why not just go for sea shipping and instead of going for air shipping? Now, when you ship anything using sea shipping, it will take 2 to 3 months before it arrives here in Nigeria, depending on the shipping company. But I know that is between 2 months above. Some 2.5, some 2 months, just know that it's from 2 months. But if you are using air, guys, in the next 7 days, you have received it. That's why people go for air, because they can import. But if it's something that you can import and just sell immediately, or you have people who have paid for it and are waiting for it, then that's when you can use air shipping. But make sure that the thing doesn't have weight, because anything air shipping, they charge per kg. But anything sea shipping, they charge per volume. Let's say, for instance, you are importing or buying something that has to do with a carton. Now, if it is sea shipping, whatever is inside that carton, that is the space that we calculate. If you like, put anything as heavy as anything you think. They don't charge you per the weight of it. They charge you per the volume of it. Do you get it now? The space it occupies. So imagine that you can buy many things, tell your the person who is buying for you there in China to package everything and put it inside a carton for you, and then tell you the volume of the carton and so forth, and so that you'll be able to calculate it on your own. Imagine you buy all those things and put in a carton, and then they calculate it by the space. But if it is air shipping, if you buy any heavy thing, I pity you. They're going to weigh it. So it's going to pay per kg, not by space it occupies. So you can buy a big something that have lightweight, and you can buy a small something that is not that you can that is not even up to your hand, and then it will have kg because the weight is heavy. Now you see the difference. So please guys, make sure you know the weight of what you are buying. And the next thing I will advise you to do is have a WhatsApp group of like-minded people. That will be number 3. Number 1, I said, make sure that you have a niche. You've done your marketing survey. You can actually sell that product quick. Number 2 is that check your weight of the product. If it is something that is heavy, go for sea shipping. I will advise you to always go for sea shipping. Yes, it will help you, and it will give you more profit in your mini importation business. So number 3, I said, is have a WhatsApp group where people who share like minds come together. Maybe you can have what we call group purchase. Maybe this person wants 10 pieces of this quantity, another person wants 20 pieces of this quantity. You calculate it, you do everything, and then you can ship it air. You can use air shipping or sea shipping, whichever one. And then you charge the supplier up, and I'll come to that, which will be number 4. And then you buy it in volume. Because one thing about 1688 is that the more volume number you are buying, the more cheaper it is. If it is, let's say you are buying a shoe and the minimum quantity is 2 pieces, most times is 2. The minimum is 2. But some you can see 1. Most times, most stores on 1688, most that I know is 2. And they say the minimum quantity is 2. And each one of those shoe costs $10. If you are buying 2, which is the least, that means you are, I say $10, 10 yuan. If you're buying 2, that means it's 20 yuan. And if you are buying 10, they will sell it for 9 yuan. If you are buying 20, 8 yuan. Let's say you are buying 30, 7 yuan. Let's say you are buying 40, maybe 7.5 yuan. Let's say you are buying 50, maybe you hear 6 yuan. Now, imagine that you don't have the money to pay for 50, and then you have a WhatsApp group of people who want to buy the same thing. All you just need to do is what? Bring their money together and buy 50 quantity instead of paying 10 yuan when you are buying 1 or 2 quantity, or paying 7 yuan or 8 yuan or 9 yuan. You end up paying how much you want? 6 yuan. How much have you saved? You've saved 4 yuan per each. Now, if you calculate that money you have saved, you find out that it is something that will go a long way. In fact, it will even buy more than 2 or 3 more of that product. Number 4 is learn to buy on your own. Yes. Most times you don't need somebody to pay your suppliers. You don't need somebody to pay your suppliers. So all you need is you need to have this app called Alipay. Alipay is an app where you can buy yuan and then pay yuan. That means pay on your own. Because they use yuan and we use naira. You can't pay them with your debit card. you can only use an exchanger maybe to pay them. But if you have your Alipay, you can actually buy yuan from an exchanger on your own. And next thing is you can chat the supplier up and tell him, I'm buying 50 pieces. I know the price for each is 6 yuan if I'm buying 50. But please, can I pay 5.5 yuan or 5 yuan as I'm buying 50? Or maybe if at the end of the whole calculation you've done, and then you'll find out that 50 times, okay, 6 times 50, whatever you get, let's say it's 200 or so. You can tell the supplier, please, can I pay 180? And most suppliers that I know can tell, if it's possible, they will tell you, okay, you can pay 180. So when you want to pay, all you need to do is that they will adjust the price over there when you have added everything. When you want to pay, it's not as if they are adjusting it on their store. They are adjusting it on the ones you have. That means you've reached the point of paying. So you send them your tracking code and everything, and then they adjust the price so that when you want to pay, it will no longer show you 200 yuan. It will show you 180 yuan, and then you can pay. How much have you saved? You've saved 20 yuan. Come on, guys. You see, these are some of the secrets that many people do not know. And the last is this: never you pay any supplier you don't trust or you've never bought from outside of 1688 or Pindodo or Fish, depending on where you are buying from. Never you pay. There are scammers on that site. I know it's rare, but there are scammers. Sometimes what you order versus what you get also happen on those websites. So please, never you pay any supplier outside of the platform. Now, why it's important not to do that is because when you pay a supplier outside that platform, you will not get your money back if what you paid for was not what you wanted or what you saw in the store. So if what you paid for, or maybe the goods were not delivered to your agent there in China, you can quickly ask for refund, and the system will automatically refund your money within some minutes, depending, and your money will be refunded to your Alipay account. But imagine that you paid the supplier outside of 1688. That means the supplier sent you his Ali account number, or you went to WeChat and then paid the person. How is the system going to automatically refund you? It's not possible. Please, this advice that I've given are premium advice. So guys, if you want to learn mini importation, do ensure you check my description below. Join my free, I target free. You don't pay anything. You join like-minded people. Free WhatsApp class. But you can have one-on-one coaching section with me. That one, you are buying my time. But the fact is that it is cheap. I'm very lenient. So, because you are buying my time, I will not sit down and be talking with a dry mouth. I will need something to motivate me. So guys, if you find this video interesting, make sure you subscribe to my channel, like this video, comment below, share this video. Thank you and thank you.